What's going on, guys? Zoheb here with my Double Feature. Thank you so much for joining me again. I am checking out, well, I've checked out Rebel Ridge, and I'm talking about Rebel Ridge right now here on Twitter, on Instagram, or whatever, wherever you're watching me. So this is a new movie from a director named Jeremy Saulnier. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Jeremy. But if you've seen Green Room with Patrick Stewart and Elijah Wood, he directed that. If you've seen Blue Ruin, which was an earlier movie, he directed that as well. I've only seen Green Room. He's obviously directed a bunch of other films as well, but Green Room is incredible if you do get the chance to check it out. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. But Rebel Ridge, wow, was this a surprise? This is not the sort of like Steven Seagal esque action film or Netflix sort of like um, classic Netflix thing that you kind of like see these days. It's a lot more considered. I thought that it was a very tight drama that really kind of like included a lot of like social commentary about the civil forfeiture act, or like the power that the police have to actually seize items that they think are suspected of being used in a crime, which is very much a real thing in the United States. It's not so here in Australia, but I definitely know of it in the United States for sure. If you've seen The Shield, the Michael Chiklis show, you definitely know how that operates. But yeah, like I thought that this was pretty fantastic, man. Like Aaron Pierre plays this ex-marine who the movie just draws you in with this like incredible premise because it just starts with a bang and it ends with a bang, and like it does slump a little bit in the middle for me, like it might be like a little bit too long, but the way it starts with this like sort of like 10-minute sequence of Aaron Pierre just like riding his bike, and he's sort of like delivering bail money to get his cousin released from prison because he can't be able to be put into general population because he was a key witness in the state's case. I just thought that like that was pretty fantastic, man, and having the police kind of like seize that money because they believe, quote, I mean, like he's a big black guy, so you know, and they're in Louisiana. So yeah, like there's a lot of there's a lot in here. There's a lot of social commentary in here, but I thought it was pretty fantastic the way the story played out. And man, Aaron Pierre is a force of nature. I mean, like he's huge and he's obviously great looking, but I did read that John Boyega was cast in this role and actually filmed, but he essentially walked off the movie. They started filming this 5 years ago in Louisiana, on location, and the movie shut down production after he left, and then it shut down production again. And like the movie doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like it was messed with. In fact, it's pretty coherent for just how turbulent the production apparently was. Um, I thought that this was like pretty solid, man. Like we're kind of like lulled into this false sense of security of this is going to be a John Wick. I think the director actually described it as a baby between Rambo First Blood, or just First Blood Part One, and Michael Clayton, and that's kind of exactly what it is. Except um, the lead is kind of like Batman. Like he's not kind of like killing anyone. He's just kind of like incapacitating people, and the movie builds up to all these like sort of like great bottlenecks of like, holy shit, this is about to happen, or holy shit, like that just happened. Where, for example, when we find out that Aaron Pierre's character is the teacher of what's called McMap, MCMAP, which I won't spoil for you here. It's such a fantastic reveal the way that's done. Um, but yeah, I thought that this was pretty fantastic, man. Like I like having no real sort of like hype or fanfare about it. I just thought that it was pretty fantastic from start to finish. It's got a great sort of like supporting cast. I haven't seen Anna Sophia Robb since Bridge to Terabithia or Race to Witch Mountain. She was kind of like a big actor, like in my sort of like childhood or upbringing, and I was just like, oh, there you are. That's where you've been. And I mean, Don Johnson knows how to play a villain pretty much right now. Like, but he's not like the Django esque villain that he is in Django Unchained. He's kind of a lot more sort of like considered. And yeah, man, this was pretty fantastic. If you do get the chance to check it out, check out Rebel Ridge. It's on Netflix right now. It's 131 minutes. I would have it maybe 110, maybe even 100, but definitely well worth a watch. Aaron Pierre is going places. I've seen a lot of people trying to sort of like typecast him as the Green Lantern, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't want him to sort of like be sort of like cornered into the superhero realm. I love superhero films. I'm not a sort of like superhero movie snob or anything like that. I love superhero movies, but I just feel like once you're in that machine, it's hard to get out and it's hard to do things that are smaller and more intimate and a little bit more interesting, dare I say. But yeah, man, Jeremy Saulnier has just knocked this out of the park. So yeah, check it out. It's on Netflix right now. That's been it, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. Thanks for checking out the TikTok or Instagram, wherever you are. And please consider checking out the podcast. We have great conversations on there. We just announced that we'll be covering Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban next. So that'll be in quite a lot of detail if you're a Harry Potter head. It's the first time we're ever talking about Harry Potter. So yeah, for sure, check that out. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.